Hey there friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and today I wanted to help get you started on making your very own acid build in Remnant 2 because it is a ton of fun. People are sleeping on them, and keep in mind I'm not really worrying about the archetypes in this video. I'm mainly focusing on the items, where to obtain them, so that way you can get started and pair this with your favorite archetypes, whatever they might be. So first and foremost, the Nebula is one of my favorite handguns in the game. It's absolutely fantastic, and you get this by defeating Talrotha, but you have to make sure you choose not to be eaten by him, so you'll fight him in his normal mode. Once you do that, you'll actually get this weapon to drop as craftable material. Take it to the Ward 13, craft it. It is phenomenal. It has the perk Nano Swarm. Unleash a swarm of nano machines that seeks after enemies within 20 meters and repeatedly attacks, dealing acid damage. Lasts for 15 seconds. This is very nice because it lasts for those 15 seconds, and if you have enemies nearby, they're just going to keep swarming and doing that acid damage. It's very, very nice. Then we've got the Gas Giant. This is also obtained from Talrotha, but it's his alternative kill method. So essentially you have to choose to be eaten by him. You're going to fight his alternate form, defeat him, take the item, go craft it, and then you're going to get the Gas Giant. This has the mod Dying Breath. When infused, neutral backdash charge attack explodes in a 3-meter AoE and leaves an acid cloud which lasts for 15 seconds. Dealing damage unleashes the dormant toxic gas within the head. When infused, basic attacks apply corroded for 10 seconds. So no matter what you're doing, you're either applying acid or corroded, which is very, very nice. And again, it's going to pair with this really well. I don't use melee a ton when I'm using the acid build, but you can kind of mix and match. If you want to focus on that, you absolutely can. Next up, we're going actually for the mod. This is going to be corrosive rounds. Imbues ammunition with acid and increases range critical chance by 15% for 20 seconds. Shots apply corroded, dealing damage over 20 seconds. It's very nice. Much like the fire rounds, this works out really, really well. You can pair it with whatever your favorite long gun is, and it's phenomenal. To get this, you're going to defeat Master Delane in the Shattered Gallery of Losum. Now, once you do that, obviously you go craft the mod, and it just works out really, really well for this build. So moving on, we have the amulet. This is Effluvium Enhancer. I know it's quite a name. You can buy this from the Drizir Replicator. This is found on Neyrud, and you're going to have to drop down. Oftentimes it's found next to the Custodian. You can drop down into a little area, and essentially you're going to find a merchant there. You can purchase multiple things, including this. Increases acid damage by 20% and corrosive damage by 50%. If you don't have this, you can also find the toxic release valve on Neyrud, or another one that I like is the energized neck coil. This one is really, really nice. Increases status effect damage by 25%. Applying a damaging status effect creates a 5-meter explosion for 20% of the status effect's full damage. So I think this one pairs, the Effluvium, pairs better with acid specifically, but if you're changing around for status effect builds, then this is the other one. The energized neck coil might be better for you personally. Now we've got the Acid Stone Ring. This is the best one for the acid build. Obviously increases acid damage by 10% and acid resistance by 15%. So you're essentially never going to take acid damage ever again with this on. You buy this from Reggie. It's very inexpensive. I would definitely go buy all those rings if you get a chance, because it's going to make your life a lot easier if you like using some of these builds. Then we've got next up the Timekeeper's Jewel. I like this a ton. This one is increases the duration of all status effects applied by the wearer. Duration varies per status. I'm going to show off a little bit in the firing range how long the acid damage lasts. It's absolutely hilarious, and I just love watching just damage tick and tick and tick and tick and tick. So it's very nice. This can be found in Lawsome on top of Huge's Clock, so definitely recommend chasing this bad boy. It is fantastic for any type of status effect builds, to be honest. So I'd highly recommend chasing that down if you don't have one already. There's another one, the Alumni Ring, which I don't have, unfortunately. It's in Losum near the Nightweaver. So if you have that one, it can pair with these as well. But honestly, what I would do is once you have your build and all your damage with your acid here, I would use these other two for either staying alive, bulwark, whatever will pair well with your archetypes, and just slot those two. You don't need all four dealing extra acid damage, in my personal opinion, or increasing the duration, because it's a little bit of overkill at that point. So anyway, that's everything you need. If you want to inject a little acid into your builds, into your gameplay, this is the way. Any of these work well on their own, by the way. If you want to pair just the Nebula with the acid stone, then it works out very, very well. You don't have to do your entire build around it. But if you want to really focus on acid damage and acid build, this is the way to do so. Highly recommend doing it at your earliest convenience, because it is a ton of fun. I've been having an absolute blast. Just be careful in co-op, because not only will you occasionally damage your allies, but also any summons that you have out. So if you're running a summon class and you don't want your summons to take damage, be careful with this one. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you going to be running an acid build in the future? Are there other types of combinations that you think I should make a video on that would be very, very helpful? I'm going to do one for fire. I'm going to do one for shock, and those are coming in the pipeline here shortly. Anyway, my name is Jopa. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.